This edition of the Ridley Report is brought to you by
Live free or die! Live free or die!
Anti-federal sentiment rising to the surface a year ago at the New Hampshire State House. Near record numbers of protesters supporting a mostly symbolic bill. H.C.R. 6 would have nullified unconstitutional federal interference in state affairs. The question, is this about to happen again? The so-called son of H.C.R. 6 is about to go before a House committee, just like its father did last year.
The people of this state have the sole and exclusive right of governing themselves as a free, sovereign, and independent state.
There will be a hearing like this one on February 11th, 2010. The number of us who show up may have an impact on its fate. Yes, it's true, a lot of reps don't care what you think, but some do, and it would be a shame to see such a piece of legislation fail to get sufficient turnout. You see, in a way, this bill, or at least bills like it, are more important than any other type. Symbolic or not, they go to the heart of our troubles, Washington's excessive power. In all likelihood, liberty is going to win at the state level in New Hampshire. It's going to win at the local level. That outcome is not much in doubt. We will have our Prague Spring. But for those of you who aren't familiar with that, the Prague Spring was a moment when Czechoslovakians briefly achieved a bit of freedom from the Soviets in 1968. However, it was crushed by the communists in Moscow. We have to be able to face our communists in Washington. We have to be able to face the root of our troubles, or the branches won't matter. And maybe this bill is one way of doing that. More details about the bill. It seems pretty modest. The analysis says the bill establishes, quote, a joint committee of the legislature to consider the constitutionality of acts, orders, laws, statutes, regulations, and rules by the government of the United States, unquote. Part of the text says that the committee will, quote, when necessary, propose legislation to prohibit, and if necessary, punish, the enforcement of unconstitutional acts, unquote. Again, it's talking about acts of the United States government. So, no direct teeth, but at least finally there would be some official institution other than the U.S. Supreme Court adding its interpretation of the Constitution. And it would be an institution far closer to the people than the unaccountable U.S. courts. Another detail, the bill currently has 4 sponsors, 3 Republicans, but only 1 Democrat, at least as of the time it was posted on nhliberty.org. I was hoping they'd have more sponsors and more Democrats. I'm curious to know if there's a demonstration planned beforehand, and I hope you will schedule one if you haven't already for the hearing, before the hearing. I would probably cover it in person. And when the bill comes up for a vote in the full House, it's important to have a big demonstration then too. I don't know if there is another bill along the same lines coming up, but if there is, then that would probably deserve the same attention. See the video descript on this clip for more details on the bill and info on how you can get involved. We wouldn't want to have a smaller turnout at this hearing than the one for H.C.R. 6.
Real freedoms are eaten up a little at a time.
I don't know if you're aware of this or not, but there are some pretty scary things happening in this building, the State House in Concord, New Hampshire.
We've already amended the Constitution dozens of times. Let's throw it away for a master plan.
Fortunately, there is the New Hampshire Liberty Alliance. They're fighting back.
But what price freedom?
But they need your help. They offer free training. They offer courses, ways that you can learn how to be most effective in fighting for liberty inside the State House. Visit nhliberty.org to find out when the next class is. If you take it, you'll be a much more effective voice at stopping these folks from taking away your liberty.
Government can't control everything without controlling me.
nhliberty.org